And now it's time to go.
Welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz Love Talk. It is Wednesday in the L. I think it's a rainy day. I think we got some tornado warnings in the forecast, right? Because there's a storm coming up the coast, and so we all have to just be mindful. So we got a flood watch for Southern New Haven till about 12:30. So yeah, we've got a lot of rain today. So I don't think it's raining now, kind of drizzly now, and then it's gonna be like this pretty much maybe till like 5 o'clock, and then it'll all go away, and we'll have cooler temperatures. So all y'all who have been whining about cooler weather, well, it's here. So right now it's 70 degrees. So there you go. And then tomorrow you'll start the day at 56 degrees. So the temperatures are, yeah. It'll be sweaters and cocoa. Sweater weather. Did you see the skit on Saturday Night Live with Maya Rudolph and what's the other woman's name? Sweater weather. Sweater weather. You know, sweater weather. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. It'll be sweater weather. They were so silly. So that's what we're about to come upon. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. Now it's gonna be stuck in a loop in my head. Sweater weather. Sweater weather. Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, welcome back to 103.5 WNHH. I'm LoveBabz. Love Talk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy on LoveBabz Love Talk. And, we're live streaming across all the social mediums, particularly, especially from the New Haven Independent. So if you're reading the New Haven Independent, you can check out the listen, click on and listen. I won't be mad at you. And you could enjoy yourself. So, I didn't mean to do that. See, when you work on your desktop, I don't open up my screens when I'm on the show, because I'll get easily distracted. So what I will do though, so you'll see like me looking down, is because I'm looking at my phone, and I'll check stuff from my phone. So, so up on the New Haven Independent site, there's the all the stuff on the elections last night, stuff from the polls, which was really nice. Laura Gillespie, that was very nice. I saw her too, so I saw her at the polls. Yeah, so there's that stuff. So Ara Lampalam won in Hartford. So, Ganem did win. Damn. So, yeah. Okay. Ganem won in Bridgeport. Is he yeah. So, okay. Let me see. I'm trying to get to the Bridgeport highlights in this independent article, or somebody's article. This might be a Connecticut News Junkie article. Oh yeah, this is a Connecticut News Junkie article. So it's a lot about Arulampalam, Rampapalam, and his ascendancy to the went to the Hartford mayoral offices. Okay, so he's there. Let's see. Other cities in town, yeah, New Haven won, whatever, blah blah blah. Hampton Mayor Lauren Garrett, she won against Walter Morton. That was the quietest race I've ever seen, the Hampton race. I was like, is there even a race? Like, what is happening? John Gomes seemed to be winning, but Gannon pulled out a victory by winning. Oh, the absentee ballots. That absentee ballot game is strong. That's very interesting. I don't know, maybe somebody might want to look into that. Might want to take a look-see. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying that seems to be his card, those absentee ballots. But listen, that's what they're for, right? If you got to have a good ground game for all of it, you know. But I know Christine Bartlett Josie did a damn good job. I know that. I know he couldn't have been in better hands. I know that. So and then there's this whole idea they want to, the New Haven alder wants to keep Trump off the ballot. And Secretary of State Stephanie Thomas said her office is still deciding whether former President Donald Trump's name will appear on the ballot because of pending federal charges regarding his role in the January 6th stuff. I mean, he was the ringleader. I don't know what you get for being a ringleader. I don't know. Or I'm sorry, alleged ringleader. So let's see what else is going on. I'm trying to read more political stuff because I mean we had a primary election, and I know people like I didn't know he was elected. I didn't know there was a race. You know when the Beyonce concert is. I'm not gonna be harsh like that. That's apples to oranges, so to speak. Okay. Well, if you want to read about this, ConnecticutNewsJunkie.com. You could get to it by way of the New Haven Independent. I mean, if you feel so inclined. So the New Haven Independent had all the folks dispatched: Tom Breen, Nora Grace Flood, and Maya McFadden. So they were covering the city pretty tight around this, and yeah. The primary question: how do you differ? Oh, huh. Well, I mean, there's a lot of conversation about primary results and why people voted the way they voted, all that kind of stuff, which is what you want to see after an election, so everybody can read, talk about, it's the water cooler chatting, or Zoom chatting before you get into your Zoom meeting. Did you vote? How about those elections? That kind of stuff. I got a new alder. Hey, congratulations. And I'm gonna send her a thank you. I mean a congratulatory text. And and I'm gonna send Devin one too. I'm gonna thank him for serving, for working as hard as he could, for working as hard as he did, for as long as he could, for this ward. It's not easy. And anybody who thinks that it is easy to hold office, I chide people all the time. I chide politicians or whatever. But I know firsthand. I'm not even guessing. I'm not even imagining. I know firsthand how hard it is to run a campaign, raise money for a campaign, knock on these doors some ridiculous amount of times. Every waking moment is strategy, and make sure we tackle this, and putting out materials, and and walking a fine line between being you want to be honorable, and you don't want to say mean things. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you don't want to be sucker punched either, and you don't want to keep getting talked about, trash talked, and not say anything, because let's face it, I mean, that's how Americans operate. So, I think I'm just gonna stop saying what I think we need to stop telling children to do. But so yeah, so armchair quarterbacks is, while it's lovely, suit up, get in the game. If you don't, and listen, I don't say that because I don't believe you can't criticize your elected officials. That's not what I'm saying. You absolutely can't criticize elected officials, but criticize in a way that gets to the heart of the matter, not some personal foolishness where you're like, well, I didn't like the tie you was wearing. I don't like the way you spend time on that street. That kind of, like, that has no place in this. Or have critical conversations about, well, why, please tell me how you voted on that thing. Like, I'm just trying to understand why you aligned yourself with those folks to do this thing. Like, that's good, right? Because you want to know. But all this other stuff, accusatory stuff that's rooted in, how you feel, it has no place in any of this. It just has no place in it. And it's a waste of time. And it just shows that, you are not politically aware, politically astute, politically savvy, just politically anything. If you just want to whine. So I just say that to say, we got to just be better. I see Norm Patterson started a fund to raise money for free speech, because he wants to say the word nigger. The way that I can say nigger, because he wants to be able to say it and not have any repercussions about it. I don't know where they do that at, but all right. So he wants free speech, and I mean, I think at its core, okay, but why don't you just say, I'm doing this because I want to be able to say the word nigger and not have any repercussions? And it's not illegal to say the word nigger, but be prepared to get your ass kicked for it. But I think, the thinking is he feels like he shouldn't get his ass kicked for it. Okay. That's how you feel. All right. We're not legislating on feelings, though, are we? I mean, yeah, I think sometimes we do, but so raise some money so you could have the right to say nigger, because that's what you want to do. Look how many times I said it. Nobody's going to beat me up about it. I wish somebody would come at me for saying it. I wish. Come at me, bruh. Nigga. The nigga news. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't like the word. But now I'm starting to like the word again, only because it's just one of these words that just paralyzes white people. And they want to say it so desperately. And when they say it, it's like they're aroused by it. It's like an arousal thing. I don't understand it either. But they're aroused by saying, they're aroused by it. And you know what I mean by arousal? They're aroused by this word, and they want to be able to say it with abandon and without repercussions. Okay, but you're not. So I don't know what your argument is. Get with your white peoples and say the word, or cut you a rap album. I mean, J-Lo caught hell for putting it in a song. And J-Lo is closer to black than she is to white, but not the way she tells it. But Jenny from the block is Puerto Rican. This is New York Puerto Rican. And we shut that down. We're like, girl, no, you're not saying no. No. So I just brought that up because I saw it in somebody's feed that I found interesting. You know, these under cloak and dagger racist, you know, white supremacists, you know. Why can't I say the word? Listen, you can say whatever you want. Just be prepared. Everything has repercussions. You can say whatever you want. You can say it. Why do you want to say it though? What is it about that word that arouses you so? You know, when you're at your house at night with your wife, you saying that word, does it turn you on? What is that? I'm just trying to understand. Don't ask Black people about it. Don't ask us. Why are you going to ask us about a word that you created? And you created this word to demean and demoralize us. And then we take the word and we flip it on you. And then we've made it taboo for you to say it. And I think you find that infuriating. So until some white person says, well, we invented the word, and they tell the truth about why they invented the word, and if they still want to say it, say it. You really want to walk in, where you want to go to a NAACP meeting and say, oh, you niggas, that's what you want to do? I'm trying to understand where you want to use this word at. You want to walk into a high school and talk to an assembly and say, you know, you niggas, you know, I'm just trying to understand, where would you want to use this word and with whom? That's the part I don't get. You want to say nigga to other Black people? You want to be in conversation with other Black people and be nigga. Now listen, I'm gonna let you in on something. There are some white folks and Latino folks who are so tight within the Black community that they get a nigga card. They use the word nigga, and don't nobody like get mad, because in that group norm, that word is not the same meaning as if, you know, the good old boys from, you know, the good old boys. Because when the good old boys say it, they're not saying it. They're saying it with a real intention of hatred. That's the only way I could say that, hatred. But when you in the clique and you in the mix and you in the cut, you're not saying that word to harm and shame. You saying that word because you want the folks that you rocking with to know that you with them. It doesn't have to make sense to y'all. I don't need it to make sense for y'all. I don't need us to explain any more of our comings and goings to white folks. We don't need to do that anymore. I'm not bringing them along. I'm not doing any of that. It's not happening. I'm not bringing you along. I'm not trying to re-educate you. I tell you, when I was at the International Festival of Arts and Ideas, this white woman put her hands in my head. I'm so tired of white women putting their hands in my head. Stop it. If I haul off and smack the crap out of you. So yeah. So anyway, that's what Norm Pattis is up to. I admire Norm Pattis. He's my attorney. I still admire him. You know, we fell out when I was on his show and he was going on and on about the word nigger. And I was like, why am I on this show? Why are you trying to get me to engage in this conversation when this ain't even been our relationship, not one bit? I'm a Black woman you defended. What are you talking about? Why do you feel that you want to be in my presence and what? Say, call me a nigger or refer to me as a nigger, or I know that nigga Babz. I mean, what? I'm just trying to understand what is it about this word that arouses you so? because you feel like there's some words that you just can't say in the whole history of words, and this is one of them, and you should have the right to say it. Here's the thing: you could say anything. There's no law against saying the word. There's no law. I mean, as long as you don't run up on somebody and say, "I hate you, nigger," and you kill them, then that could be construed as a hate crime. I'm no lawyer. I'm just playing one on the radio. I'm just trying to understand what is it that they want to say with this word? What is it about this word that arouses you? It just feels so good to say it off your tongue. It just feels that good. And you don't not only just want to say it, you want to say it in the presence of Black people. I mean, you doing comedy stand-up and you dropping your drawers. Who raised you, man? I understand that. I think maybe you're struggling, going through something. Everybody go through something. They act out in ways that are that is conduct not of them. Listen, so I don't know, but I hold him in prayer all the time. I'm not mad at Norm. I'm never gonna be mad at Norm Pattis. I'm never gonna be mad at Norm Pattis. I was mad at him in the moment when I was on the show, and I think he treated me terribly. I think he did. I don't know if that was some deep-seated stuff that he always wanted to do, or I don't know, or maybe he thought I was going to be more open and welcoming to him saying the word. And I just was like, and then he goes into this whole rant about how, I segregate community or whatever. And I'm like, you could come on this porch any day of this week, and you will not find segregation. But but here's the thing: my job is not to convince you that I'm not a segregationist. I'm not even gonna waste my time with that. I'm not even, that's neither here nor there for me. This is what I mean. I'm at the age now, and 60 really is amazing. And to those who are on their way to 60, let me give you a little heads up. The stuff that you cared about before you were 60, as soon as you turn 60, you'd be like, oh, get up out of here with that. Get up out of here with that. That's where I'm at, boys and girls. Get up out of here with that. I'm not going to argue with nobody. I'm not going to argue about nobody for their healing. I'm not going to argue about racism and white supremacy existing. I'm not going to worry about this foolishness of critical race theory. I'm not going to argue about Trump is misunderstood. I'm not going to I'm not here for any of, listen, you start that stuff and we in a bar, I'm gonna go to the bar and sit down, get me a beer or a drink or something. I'm not gonna engage in that mess. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Because that's not a good use of my time and talent. And I'm quite talented. I think I am. I know I am. So I'm not gonna squander my pearls before swine. I'm not doing that. Nope. So you're not going to get no more of those kinds of conversations from me. I'm just saying, what I'm saying is, I'm not going to get into these beefs with these people about using the word nigger. I don't got no dog in that fight anymore. I really am becoming, I'm forever optimistic about the world. I remain a hopeless romantic about the world. I believe there are more good people in the world than there are evil. I believe there are lots of evil people. I think there's a lot of evil people masquerading as good people. I believe there's a lot of people who hate other people, but they know how to mask. I'm not here to root them out. That's not my goal. What I'm saying is, I don't think we'll ever cure racism in this country. Not in my lifetime. I don't think we'll ever cure racist people in this country. I just don't. It's too far entrenched. It's too far entrenched, and their level of fear is at DEFCON 12, with 10 being the highest. It's irrational. And you've got a lot of irrational white men making decisions about all kinds of people, and most importantly, people of color. Irrational, not well read, and just out and out liars, just out and out liars. And so I'm not moving in that. When I was young and fiery, injustice was my middle name. I wanted to root out injustice, and I was fiery, and I could speak up and use my voice for all kinds of stuff. I don't have that. I mean, I am squarely rooted in fighting injustice. I cannot fight ignorance and stupidity. I don't have the patience for that, or the desire. I just think people who are stupid have to do the work to elevate themselves out of stupidity and their own ignorance. They've got to be willing to do that. And what I'm seeing, people are not willing to do that. They're not willing to do it. And I don't want to drag people to the work. They have to get to a place where they want a better outcome for this country and work toward that end, but not in a way that excludes other people. And that's the problem. And this sense of superiority that sort of colors the conversations that you have with people is chilling at best. Chilling, And I know there are folks who are just like, why can't these Black people just shut up? Well, do your work, and then you can answer the question yourself. That's where I'm at. Like, do your work. Like, just spend some time reading historical stuff, like bona fide historical stuff, and then you can answer your own question. How long? Not long. 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 That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So it's not that I don't care about injustice. I care deeply, but I do think the moment is calling for folks who are deliberately, willfully ignorant and stupid to do the work. To do the work. If they want a better country, that's it. What I'm saying. If they want a better country. So you gotta want that. And they're not there yet, because, as I said at the last hour, you got to get to a place of understanding that shared destiny is not just a nice term, but that it is a reality. Because let me tell you something. When trouble comes to these shores, and at some point it will, when trouble comes to these shores, the trouble ain't gonna say we're gonna spare white folks. No. No war determines enemies based on we're gonna kill some enemies and not others. Nope. When those missiles launch, they're gonna hit everybody in their wake. So if we don't get to some shared destiny, we're not gonna be able to be on one accord to push back on tyranny, fascism, all the things that we know ruins democracy, ruins chances at democracy. So I'm just saying, Ugh. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with I wanna quote some Fred Hampton, because it just celebrated. If he was alive, uh he would be 75 years old. He'd be a little bit younger than like 9 years younger than my mother, something like that, or maybe a decade younger than my mother. So, and he made a good point about how we fight racism. We're going to fight racism not with racism. We're going to fight with solidarity. And solidarity is shared destiny. That Latinos, Black folks, poor white folks, indigenous people, solidarity is shared destiny. We're going to fight racism, not with racism, but we're going to fight with solidarity. Solidarity. Because you got to understand that people have to pay a price for peace. And the price of freedom is always, has been, shall always be high. High. I just added that part to Fred Hampton's words, because I believe in freedom, and the price of freedom has always been high. And you determine where that price is you want to pay, whether it's in your community, in your house, in your mind, in your school. The price of freedom is high. So I'll be back tomorrow. And I will see you then. So be good out there. Stay dry. Thanks, Harry. Thanks, Paul.
Hi, this is Babz Rawls-Ivy from New Haven, Connecticut, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, streaming live at newhavenmusic.org.
You ain't gotta go nowhere. 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 Where? You ain't gotta go nowhere. 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 Our space is set up to say nothing. That's why you're here with me. These sheets create limitations. Strip down when you're next to me. You say that you want it, so show me you want it. I say that to say this to you. Let's do what we came here to do.